All right, how's everybody feeling? Thank you for doing that. There's a lot of sexiness in this room right now. I am here to tell you, you have the power in your hands to create change in people's lives. And I want you guys to understand that if you lead with your heart rather than leading with what's behind the dollar bill, it's no longer about the money, it's about really touching people's lives and making a difference in someone's life. Can somebody tell me what greatness is? Somebody just shout it out. Greatness is understanding your abilities, your talents, your gifts, and walking in those confidently without apology. How many of you question what you're great at? I think we all do. I think we all have an aspect of us is like, I'm not sure really what my greatness is, but I'm here to help you understand that mediocre talent, mediocre abilities, mediocre gifts can change the world. Let's talk about mediocre talent. What I call the Britney versus Christina syndrome. I have so many kids who come and say they want to be like Christina Aguilera, and I'm like, baby, no. You're not Christina Aguilera. You will never be Christina Aguilera no matter how hard you try. But you can be Britney Spears. And we laugh all we want, but what has Britney Spears done for herself? A lot. Because Britney Spears has changed a whole culture in pop music for generations. Walt Disney. Now, how in the world could you look at Walt Disney and think mediocre talent? It blows my mind. But he was literally fired because he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Let that sink in. Michael Jordan. Now, Michael Jordan, when I think of Michael Jordan, I think extraordinary talent. But Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Now, you gotta suck to be cut from the basketball team at high school. He's worth $1.39 billion. Now, I'm sitting here talking about his worth and his money. Now, that is not success in my eyes, but I just want you to understand the ability of mediocre talent. Anybody know this creepy guy? Stephen King. How many times was Carrie rejected? Anybody guess? Say, how many? 30 times. And what is really amazing about this is that his wife was his biggest supporter. He literally began to write Carrie, and he threw it in the trash, and she was cleaning, and she pulled that out. And when he got home from work, she said, "You've got something here." And she was the one that really pushed him to go forward with this. Out of this right there is one of the most amazing lessons. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, because they will push you to better heights and to grow and to be better. You may not be the best business person, but you can open up a studio, learn from the best, surround yourself with people who believe in you, who are smarter than you, who will help you, and you will succeed. Many of these guys were considered less than, but their mediocre talent changed the world. How many of you have thrown a pebble into the water and see how far the ripple would go? And if you ever notice, the bigger the stone, the further the rippling effect goes. You have the power and the strength in every single one of you to pour into someone's life, whoever you're working with. If you will begin to lead with your heart and lead with the passion of why you first started dance, just think for a second, why did you start dancing? Why did you start dancing? Because we had a passion for it. If you will lead with your hearts, you're gonna succeed. You may not ever be worth 4.9 billion, but that's not what success is. Everybody, let's go up on that dance floor, and I wanna see why you started dancing to begin with. Hey! Work, work! Work it out, work it out. Let me see that passion, that heart.
He is awesome. He's so motivational, and he really speaks to your soul and reminds you why you have a passion for doing what you're doing.
When I first saw him, he's working with my kids, I was like, that guy is the real deal. So I had to have him in our Arthur Murray Dance Studio to work with our team.
He really talks about not just motivating you and understanding what your capabilities or abilities are. He actually takes it a step further and really makes you understand where it needs to come from.
Mediocre talent can change the world. And at first when you hear it, you think like mediocre talent is a bad thing, but it just goes to show that you don't have to be the best at something to change someone else's life or just change the world or even change yourself.
Just makes people realize they don't have to start out great to be great.
It's really cool that he touched us and inspired us to want to inspire others coming from the right place.
He really honed in on focusing on the passion that you have for something and then sharing it with others.
Listening and learning from him, you can do anything that you want.
Bring back the passion of why you first started dancing. It is amazing the opportunity that each one of you possess, that you have within you. You have a job to do, and that is to be present with them. Be present in that moment to change their lives, be an effect in their life. Yes? Go be amazing. Thank you so much.